expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading like a spirit. My vision kinda blurred. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurred. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine.
Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. Oh, that's my favorite part. Oh my goodness. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome, everyone.
What's good?
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Think and Grow with Vette Green. Tonight we have our guy Chino on, who is also part of the Evening Rush Network, and we have my brother B.H.E. who's getting himself together. So welcome, Chino. Thank you so much for gracing the stage. I
thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, of course. I told you I've been vibing to your music. If I like something, if I hear something and I like it, I'll become a fan. So I have definitely become a fan. I remember the first time I heard the opening to your podcast, The Industry. I'm messaging Don. I'm like, who was that? He's like, that's Chino. I'm like, what? Man, the whole vibe is so nice. The bars were nice, the beats were nice. I really enjoyed that, your full body of work. So thank you again. What's going on up there, Big Mike? You look like you in the dark.
Yeah, right. It looks like I'm about to move. I'm about to go back down.
You can't get it together, huh? It's a Friday. I know it's new for us.
Everybody's around. I'm like, oh God, I'm trying to be alone. You can't be alone on Friday, so hey.
It's party time.
Hard.
It's party time. People getting ready to go out and
they got my all three of my spots. I'm like, oh man.
Well, before we get into talking about the music, how was you guys' week? Anything interesting happen?
Well, my week was good.
My week was good.
You know. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, my week was good, nice and slow. You know, we do nothing. But yeah, got a new addition to the family.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Congratulations. You said it's not pop-up, right?
Thank you. Got to keep the bloodline going. No girls, not allowed. But yeah, other than that,
he sent me a picture of the baby. It looked like Big Mike in the baby form laying.
Oh yeah. He big.
That bloodline strong.
9, 10.
Dang, I thought he looked big. Ooh,
yeah, 9 ounces, 9 pounds, 10 ounces, yeah.
Ooh, he a little mini toddler.
Yeah, right. I'm like grown man already. I'm like, yeah, boy.
How tall is your son?
My son hit 6'3" the other day.
Wow, he might be big. Is mom tall as well?
No, they short.
Okay. So he can go either way, but he came out big.
Short and far away.
Ooh-wee.
Short and far away, yeah, right.
My sister-in-law, one of my brother, when they had their babies, and she's only probably 4'11". Both of the kids were close to 10 pounds. And I'm looking like, I can't believe this little young girl had these huge babies both times. I'm taller than she is, and I'm only 5'3", and her kids came out darn near 10 pounds. I can't even imagine.
Okay.
Right. Chino, you got kids?
Yeah, I got 3 kids.
You got 3 kids? How old are they?
13, 10, and my son just turned 7 yesterday.
Ooh, oh, happy!
I got 2 girls and a boy. Yeah, the youngest just turned 7. Yeah.
Ooh, you got 2 girls and a boy, huh? The boy is the baby.
Yeah, he the baby.
Ooh, wait, have the girls started making you say, "I'm so sorry, Lord. I'm so sorry."
Man, every
That's
day.
why no
It's
girls, no.
man, it's tough. It's tough.
Grave diggers
Mm-hmm.
early
Nobody's still gonna
age.
be easy. It's tough. I love it though. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids change your perspective on things, on life, don't they?
They do. Because
I
man, before the
mean,
kid, you couldn't tell me it went by me. You know what I'm
yeah, the
saying? I had
boys,
to swallow that pride when the kids came along, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about you no more. You know, you got somebody depending on you whether or not they're gonna breathe, you know, if they're gonna eat, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Changes things.
it
And
changed
Big
your
Mike,
whole
you over there
perspective.
with 3 boys, huh?
I mean,
I think
my
he.
only son that's with me is my youngest son. All my other kids are like gone, older. The one you just seen that had the baby, he's in Florida, and then my other son, he's in Damascus, Maryland.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my oldest, she's 29, and my youngest, they're 19, 2 sets of twins. I got six blessings. So
Oh wow,
Lord
okay.
knows you, yeah, 2 sets of twins. 3 and 3. I got 3 girls and 3 boys.
2 sets of twins. Ooh.
I
Wow.
know. Me and Don running neck and neck with that.
Man.
What?
With them twins.
Gotta get that school going on, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's get to talking about this music. Like I was saying, I really truly enjoyed your full body of work. I was able to listen to each of the songs. I listened to from front to back. A few times. I've been pumping Chino, going down the street, going to get my Tim Hortons in the morning. I'm pumping Chino. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because it's a really good listen. So talk to us about, what was going on with you. During our pre-interview, we had some discussion and we talked, and I can tell through your music that you you put your feelings in there. You put your emotions. I could tell that you were going through some things. Did you get that as well, Big Mike, when you listened to his body of work, that you could tell that he was going through some things?
Yeah, well, you can kind of pick up on it, like it's a self experience. You would put like your
Mm,
self experience in it. But yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely he was not going through. I don't know if he's going through nothing personal, emotional, anything like that. But the vibe of the music, you could tell it was there. From what he was writing. He
mm-hmm.
definitely pinpointed on what he was writing. Because he even comes out in the video. A lot of cats make videos and they just fronting, because you got this
Yeah.
on and that on. He just came
Yeah.
raw, t-shirt on, did his thing, vibe with it, and that was it. And you pick up off of that. You don't need all
Yeah.
that gold swinging and all this,
You know what I'm saying?
cars around you and everything. You just gotta be, for real sometimes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's
I ain't got no
and
point
that's
to
a lot of
prove,
times
man.
where we misplace the music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So talk to us about what you were going through, that bring those raw emotions out, because you can definitely hear it in the lyrics.
Hmm.
Right. It was really life. You know what I'm saying? The ups and downs, the positive, the negative, the trials and tribulations, the lessons learned, like everything I dealt with. Like I said, as I mentioned before, I took my time, I let life and the album come to me. And I ain't gonna chasing it or trying to rush and get it out just to tell some cap ass story, excuse my language. But you know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? Like I ain't with all that. Like I'm gonna tell you what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about life around here. You know what
I
I'm
Hmm.
saying?
like
And
that.
everything that come with it.
I like that. We gonna talk about life around here. So
Real life.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, real life. Definitely that. Definitely that.
Yeah, talk to us about some of the trials and tribulations that you experienced, because it wasn't easy. Like many of our lives, life hasn't been easy for you, but you decided not to give up, which I love. It's a story about triumph, like that your body of work is more. When I listen to it, and then the conversation that we had, I feel like it's more about triumph, because you found yourself, it feels like, in there, or you were able to let out those emotions. Like I always like to say, let my words cry. Sometimes you need to let your words cry. So talk to us about some of the trials and tribulations that you have gone through.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like you gotta let the words cry. Like I'm not a big open person. I don't really talk about my problems a lot. Only outlet I thought I had, and like that growing up was music. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of the thing that drew me to music growing up was the fact, like, you know what I'm saying, I can let my heart speak, you know, over a beat, and people gonna listen to it, you know. So that's how that started, and you know, like just dealing with things like, you know, just moving a lot, you know what I'm saying? We were homeless like a couple of times, you know, like, you know, it was just really, you know what I'm saying? We at the end of the day, we made it through our situation, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things like that to tear your family apart, it only grew us closer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like our situation, you growing up created a bond that nobody could break, you know, like at the end of the day, like we know where we at and what we mean to each other, no
I'm
matter where
sorry.
we at in life,
Pardon me.
because of what we went through, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and
I was going
this
down to the.
hardship, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was kind of hard growing up, you know what I'm saying? I can't complain about it because it made me the person I am today. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you all day, I got a list of things, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't got all that kind of time, but
Now
life,
go
you know.
ahead. Listen, like I was saying before, our story of triumph, it's not for us. It's for the people who are listening, who's gonna tap in and hear your story and know that they too can do it.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let no, ain't no situation too big you can't overcome. You know what I mean? Like I said, I came from not having a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put y'all, you know, I can't get y'all in the business, but just know I'm straight. Your boy's good. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, man, you just got to see it through. Take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? As long as you wake up with a plan and you execute, that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna get better from there.
Yeah. So tell us where you grew up at. Cause you can hear that
Man.
country twang, man. You can hear it. I love it. You know, I told you my granddad is from down south. So
Yeah. So I'm originally from Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Maysville, stand up. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? I done moved, you know what I'm saying, between now to you know, Gulfport, Mississippi, Sylacauga, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my thing. I say, you know, Mobile made me, Sylacauga raised me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a country people over there. You know, so I really spent a lot of my life in between Alabama and Mississippi for real.
yeah. How does that influence your music?
It's really influence. It's heavy on the influence when it comes to my music because a lot of people, like even you, like you know what I'm saying, like everybody just say, you know, it's you can tell I'm from the South, but my music ain't really, you know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying,
different.
Southern specific. It's different, you know. I can be on that. I could be on a New York beat, you know what I'm saying, talking the same way I'm talking, but I can still make it bob your head, like, hey, you got something to talk about, you know. Like,
Facts.
I just feel like it helped me create a universal style, you know. Like I don't have a, you know, like you know, when you hear me, you know it's me, but you can't hear a beat and be like, oh, that's some Chino shit, like, cause Chino can get on anything, and you know what I'm saying, not specific to the Southern type beats, the New York type beats, the West Coast type beats, like, she give me all of them, I make something off of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a hit.
What do you think about that trill music or drill music?
Drill music,
Drill
man,
music.
it's alright, you know. I kind of like New York drill though. It's a little different. It's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you hear that, it's that certain cadence you hear. You know what type of beat you listening to. So you know what I'm saying. That kind of, even with the drill, you know what I'm saying. It got a little repetitive because you know what you're hearing when you hear it. But
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, it's just something about that New York drill I can rock with though. The other drill music, but this one, that New York drill that's popping right now, I can rock with it a
It's
little bit.
nice. Do you have a favorite artist that's doing it right now?
Um, I can't even think of his name right now. Um. Is it
We,
VVO, 5VO foreign or something like that? Like he's straight with it. He got a couple of New York drill beats I done heard.
I've been
Who
listening
else?
to Dusty Locane, but him and I can't think of the other artists. They all sound like Pop Smoke
That's
to me.
another one, Pop Smoke. That's yeah. At first when Pop
Yeah.
Smoke came, I was like, what is this? But I kept hearing it and I'm hearing I started digging into his catalog and seeing what he had and all right. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, 80. You know what I'm saying? He got called on a little too soon, I feel like, but you know what I'm saying? He left an imprint before he left this world though.
Yeah, absolutely. How, Big Mike, maybe you can tap into this because this is something that you did. You did security. How do you think artists and rappers can better prepare themselves or protect themselves in this industry? Because you hear about like Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, things like that going on. What do you think from your experience could better protect them?
I mean, for the most part, you can't be no better protected than where you is now or what you know where you at. But I think you should keep your circle small. Kind of know the people you really dealing with. Who you travel with. Um, you don't have to be all that flamboyant. You don't have to wear every chain that you have. Every watch that you own. You know, you don't have to be all that flashy because people basically coming to see your music. They coming to hear your music. They coming to see you. They're not coming to really to see what you have, but for the most part, that enticement of what you're wearing and what you have and what you're driving, that throws them all off of the music you're doing, because now they focusing on what you got, so now that anxiety of a threat of, okay, you got this and you only have this because of us, that falls in a lot of people's mind too, so they feel,
Yeah.
right away they're entitled to that. A lot of times they come at you for that, you know.
Ha- have you ever done a show, Chino, and felt like you just it just wasn't safe? Or have you ever been in a situation where your gut feeling was like, this just does not feel safe? I shouldn't be doing this, but you stayed anyhow.
Yeah, I did. I did. In unfamiliar territory, I had the impression that the event was gonna be like this, but the venue was like that, and the hole in the
Hmm.
wall, one way in, one way out. But
Right.
like I don't know. I say my pride got in the way. You know what I'm saying? Anybody gonna touch me? I'm gonna do my thing on the stage and talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Pop my ish.
Right.
You feel me? But like, but with me having the attitude, it's not really looking for trouble, just staying in my lane and just doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they went from some side eye to like, hey, bro, I rock with your music. I rock what you doing. Hey, you remind me of such and such. You know what I'm saying? So I dealt with it, but I just it's like, even to your question that you asked, Big Mike, like, it's all about how you handle your situation.
Yeah,
Moving smart.
yeah, it is true. But a lot of times, I think one one of the last clubs I've been to with was the Red Bull Club. That's when Chinks got killed. Me, Big City, and a couple other ones, a couple other people. And like you said, it's how they move, and the crowd you with. You never know, who's in that crowd to actually do you some harm. So my thing is, you feel an inclination of, something is gonna happen. You could be rapper or just a regular Joe. It's time to go. That's what kept us around here a lot of times. It ain't being a punk because you left. You just saving your own life. If you get that little, third eye telling you, yo, it's time to move. It's time to move.
Hmm.
A lot
What
of
do you
times, yeah.
do you think that the artists understand that their safety is a concern, and sometimes the flamboyancy of what they're doing? Like I think about the Migos, the
Mm.
jewelry that is just so flashy, and it is beautiful, but it's so flashy. It just draws a lot of attention, and I just can't even think of living like that. Does that tend to be more of an issue when they're that flashy, Big Mike?
I would say so, because at the most part, I see them as like, they want to, please the fans. They want to be there and do what they do. And a lot of times they don't want to be punked. They want to feel like, hey, well, he left or he ran or somebody going to take his chain or, stick him up or do something to him. My thing is, if you feel that what's going on, it's time to go, I think you should just bounce because you can. Hey, you got to always remember, it was the coward that led the tale of tale. You could be the hero, but you'll be down there on the floor.
Yeah.
Leave now.
Yeah.
You can be a coward for a day, but you could be a hero tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I say that because in listening to some of your music, Chino, you can hear some of the situations that you've been in. So talk to us about your creativity and where you're pulling it from, you know, the situations and how you were able to, you know, get yourself out of certain things. Because I know you've had a life. I know we've all had some situation. It's like, I can't even believe I lived through that. Like, even, you know, myself, I'm like, I can't even believe I lived through some of the things that I've gone through.
All right. Well, I mean, the songs really came about like, you know, like honestly, either I'm putting a beat on, I'm feeling myself, or it's just a beat where, you know, it may spark a memory or something or a feeling that I'm feeling, you know, or it just may be some just going on, like Big Guap, like that was just having fun in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
that's my one. That's my turn up the volume real loud and doing it. Big Guap.
Hey, you know, you got to,
right.
You know,
all of my
yeah, that's true, man. But it's really just how, you know, just going off the vibe of the moment of the beat and how I'm feeling.
Yeah, that one definitely remind me of New York. That one, that one give me a New York vibe. It does. It gives me a New York vibe to that one. Don, you back there? Have you listened to? I know you listen. I don't even know why I'm asking you that. So, out of your full body of work, which ones are your favorite? And we can tap into one of the. We're going to tap into "See Me Ball." So I definitely want everyone to listen to Chino's music. But before we get into "See Me Ball," what is one of what do you feel the best about? Which one is your favorite? And what's going on? I just want to shout out everybody. Good evening, Rails. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tapping into the Evening Rush and tapping into me and Big Mike and Chino. Thank you again, Chino, for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. So tell us which one is your favorite?
I like "See Me Ball." You know, I like that one because that really came on some top of the head. Somebody challenged me to do a song, you know, and I did it. Not really somebody, you know. I would tell this when I first met my wife. I told her I rapped, and you know what I'm saying. She was like, "Well, record something real quick." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Bet." Challenge accepted. So you know what I'm saying. That came about. She loved it. I kept it. You know, it had to go on the album. And I like "By Any Means." You know what I'm saying? That's one of the songs that, like, you know, kind of speak on what I was going through at the moment when I was making that album. And also, I think my last would be the vent. You know, that's really what I'm doing, just venting, telling you about what I've been through and how I feel. You know.
Yeah, go ahead, Don. If you back there, we can start with the first one. Then we'll go to break and then we'll come back. Make sure you guys tap back in. And if you are interested in starting a podcast or you want to join the Evening Rush Network, make sure you hit Shone Don up. Let them check you out. Let them spin an idea. You may be sitting on something that we need over here in the Evening Rush Network. So if you are interested, make sure you tap in.
Chino going global.
They don't like to see a nigga ball, no. All this money in my motherfucking pocket. If I like it, people leave on my carpet. Bad bitch with me straight from the trap it. They don't wanna see a nigga ball, no. All this money in my pocket. Bad bitch with me from the trap it. If a nigga like it, people leave on my carpet. By the take off on these niggas like a motherfucking rocket. I flex with the best, I can't get enough. I'm a motherfucking dog, it's a little pup. Y'all can play pretend, in real life I'm tough. If it's smoke, then it's smoke. If it's up, it's stuff. But I pull up on your bitch and then I hit some. I ain't a killer, boy, don't push me tell the truth and fuck them folks, cause I ain't had shit for a nigga when I was broke. Yeah, I got it out the mud, get the shit out of muscle. I watch my bitch count my money, cause I really don't trust. Hey, all this money in my motherfucking pocket. It feel like if people leave, I'ma cop it. Bad bitch with me straight from the trap it. They don't wanna see a nigga ball, no. All this money in my pocket. Bad bitch with me from the trap it. If a nigga like it, people leave, I'ma cop it. By the take off on these niggas like a motherfucking rocket.
Looking to podcast?
They don't want to see me bar though, man.
See a nigga bar, no. But you couldn't tell me
That's hot. You know what? It's different. You won't see no other rapper looking like that.
Looking straight New York. I'm like, man, that's
straight executive New York, yo.
You
that's
all
crazy.
over you
that's
all over
crazy
the whole
right
country.
there, yo. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Y'all ain't heard the tag. They tell you Chino going global.
I'm feeling that right there, boy.
Man.
Yo, that's crazy.
Why they don't want to see you ball though? Why they don't want to see you ball?
You know, it just, you know, the haters. Nobody wanna, you know, don't nobody really wanna see you winning. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, there's a few people tell you they're proud. They ain't really proud of what you did. They just shocked. You know what I'm saying? You done got this far because they were sleeping on you. You know, and that's just how I felt. Like it was just so much. It was just. You know, I don't know if this person really for me or not. Like, can I trust this person I'm working with? If I really get to do this money for this show, is he gonna? It was just, you know, everybody just thought they was just plotting. Whether it was personally me or just the way they move, and it was just funny. Like, I don't know, like it's just the way I was feeling. You know, they don't want to see a nigga ball. I got money in my pocket. You know, I'm doing my thing still. I ain't stopping that.
Not stopping anything. You know? Your success is gonna be the best. The success is always the best example of keep on hating on me if you want to.
Right.
Keep on hating on me if you want to. That you spoke about trust. It's tough trusting people in this industry. It's tough trusting people in general, but I feel like it's even more tough trusting people in this industry. Why do you think people are so quick to stab you in the back?
Everybody money hungry, like. You know what I'm saying? The way people moved back in the day was about true passion for the game. You know what I'm saying? Developing talent, finding talent. Now it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's all about money. How much money you got? How much money can you bring to the table? You know, how much you done made or whatever case may be. It just always results back to money. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and a lot of people take it as if you talk about money, you ain't got it. It ain't necessarily always a thing. It's just like, you know, you got people like me who just, you know, who got love and respect for the game and how it used to be. You know, folks really enjoy putting in that work.
Yeah, you see a difference nowadays, Big Mike?
Yeah. Like I said, everything's about money, man. Like everybody just money hungry, you know.
Yeah.
It's not what you do, it's how much you got, you know.
Since you've been how long have you been making music? And is it did it begin as an outlet for you?
I started off just singing, just Temptations, you know, two-stepping, you know. And just seeing that, you know, that kind of turned my attention to music. And like I said, life happened, and I just started wanting to do music to just as an outlet to speak, you know, to express myself. And then I just was like, I don't know, I kind of like this now. Like, let me see what other people think, you know. And I was people who was family, strangers, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know, whoever I can just get it in front of. I never really got a bad review, you know. Everybody really liked it, so I'm like, well, let me develop it and see what all I can do. You know, how far I can take this thing.
Would you do like a Drake type deal where he's, you know, crooning and rapping at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do that a little bit now, you know, so I kind of dibble and dabble in it now, so it wouldn't be nothing outside my comfort zone if I was to do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm equipped for it.
I think so too. One of the things that struck me about your body of work is that you aren't in a box. I'm always interested in the people who don't box themselves up and are interested or aren't afraid to try something different. Did you feel like you were like, well, let me just try this and see if it works? And I mean, it obviously it works.
Right. Yeah, that was the thing. That's always the goal when I'm making music. I don't want to be in the box. I don't want to sound like anything I put out in the past or anything anybody ever heard. Like I want my song, I want my craft to constantly develop with the song, not just albums. You're gonna hear this throughout that. You're gonna hear it throughout the album, not just the album. You know what I mean? You're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
get one song for an album. You can hear that progression all the way through or that diversity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to be, like I said, I just don't believe in being stuck in a box or trying to stick to one sound because that's what everybody like. If y'all like this, then yeah, you will like this. Then you know what I mean? That's how I move.
Yeah. How old were you when you began?
Uh, like
Began
which part?
just dabbling in music.
Uh, 15, 16. Like I went from doing football full time to skipping practice just to come home and sing on a mic or record or rap. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh wow.
yeah,
When you're writing, do you feel like you're in flow, like that vibe, and you just get lost in the task of what you're doing?
yeah. I do. I do it all the time. Like that's how I do my best. I write my best music when I get in that zone, locked in, it's just me and that beat, and I'm visualizing. I'm just just spitballing stuff out my head, and then something may go, and I'm like, oh, you write that down, and we just go from there. Like I gotta catch a vibe, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What inspires you?
Again, like I said, every life, like it could be something impulsive, like what I'm doing right now, or it could be something I went through years ago, back in the day, or yesterday. I just saw, or just something I learned. That I just kind of want to speak on. So I don't know, like it's just like I said, my music is kind of impulsive, you
Yeah.
know, just kind of going through whatever memory it jogged.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue on this conversation with Chino. We're going to take a break again. If you are interested in having a podcast, go ahead and tap in with Shone and Don, hosted on the Evening Rush. Make sure you also, if you are listening right now, make sure you download the app. Download the Evening Rush app. Check out all the podcasts that are on there. See you soon.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
We're back.
Welcome back. So Chino, talk to us about some of these lyrics. I want to deep dive into the feelings that you had in some of these songs. So
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a song here, and you tell me where you were mindset wise. Big guap.
Big guaps. Definitely under the influence. For one.
No
I'm
judgment
just
zone
you
here.
know what I'm saying? My mama watching the show. I ain't gonna tell everybody what I was doing.
Oh, hey,
But
Mom.
hey ma, love you, ma.
Big shout
I
out to
was
your wife
listening.
too. She's there too.
Yeah, my wife is here. Lakeisha,
That's
baby. Shout out to you. She watching the show as well, you know what I'm saying? She's a supporter. That's my love, you know.
that's
But
what's
yeah,
up.
Big Guap, man. I was like, I wasn't expecting to ask about this one. But real players don't fold. Let me tell you what's going on. So I was, just doing my thing, in the streets, and I had some people hating on me. And, I was just under influence, and I'm just gonna pop my, what I'm saying, pop my stuff on the beat real quick, Like, you better fall back, boy. I'm with it. I'm trying to stay out the way, but I'm with it. Don't forget it, I was just feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah.
let them know when that's sweet with Chino. I'm just trying to stay out the way.
Yeah. Did you have to change your circle?
I did. I did. I did. I definitely did. Like some people's bringing trouble, you know what I'm saying? It was people I was riding for, boy, and they was riding for themselves. They could do something stupid and just be like, "Oh, I ain't tripping. My partner's got me, and we out here doing," you know what I'm saying? It took a situation in college, you know. Uh, Basically, like I said, we was just going harder for him than he was for himself, and we turn around and we like, "What buddy at?" It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just ride for yourself, man, because you ride for people hard and they ride for themselves. They do stuff to put you in trouble, you know. And you know, so I had to cut it even smaller when I started doing this music thing, and that's when you realize who really support you, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just like like they still friends. I still call them my brother to this day, but they just I love them from a distance, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely I get where you're coming from as far as that. Were you surprised the ones who supported you and the ones who didn't?
I was more so surprised about the ones who didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give everybody a clean say I'm expecting all the support, but once I start seeing who wasn't, so
Mm-hmm.
okay, some people, like I said, I don't deal with. Some people, I don't really think they get it, so I ain't gonna hold it up against you. Just know I don't expect nothing from you. Don't expect nothing from me. I'm gonna just focus on what I need to do, you know.
Right.
So that's just really how I handle it, you know. I don't hold no grudges. I move accordingly.
Right. You have to move accordingly. The only person that can hold you back is you. So
Right. At the end of the day,
there's people tend to hate because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. That's all that is. I had to come to grips with that myself. All of us, we have to come to grips, especially when you are doing something out of the ordinary from what other people that you may have grown up around or your circle is doing. Of course, you're going to feel alone with it because and the other thing is they can't necessarily support you because they are unable to support themselves. I say it all the time. What about by any means? Let's talk about that.
by any means,
What does that mean
that
to
was
you? By
a
any means?
that was like a dark time, like I had just moved to a new city, I had to kind of start from, what I'm saying, square one. I was trying to get, trying to get my life together. I was having problems with, seeing my son or whatever. Like I was just dealing with a lot, you know what I'm saying, as a father, as a man. It was a lot, And that was just that was a song that really speak on what I'm going through and kind of get my anger out about it,
Mm-hmm.
Just kind
Mm-hmm.
of, let it out my way.
I like that because it can be tough for individuals to express their anger or find an outlet to express their anger. Do you feel that it has helped your music, as far as being expressive?
Yeah, it's helped me, I gotta credit my wife too, to be honest with y'all. Like she helped me too. Like, the music was one thing, but I still had a lot of anger. I didn't know how to handle situations or talk to somebody when I am feeling some type of way about something. I was zero to like, I would go like 0 to 100 real quick. Like, fuck it, let's just fight. Like, I don't want to talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
She calmed the beast.
she calmed the beast basically. Like, I joke around like, bro, she domesticated. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Oh,
calm now. I'm cool. Like she
that's
just,
what's up.
you know,
And you know what? Big ups to you for even acknowledging that. A lot of men wouldn't be able
got to.
to acknowledge that. It takes behind every great man, there's an even greater woman.
And
Every
I didn't
time you
believe that till I met mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I didn't believe it, but I didn't know what to think of it until I met mine. You know what I mean?
Oh, that
Like,
is what's that is what you didn't add in an additional layer of respect. What? seriously, because you are a young man who's acknowledging that, and it takes a lot. That right there tells me that you're doing the inner work. A lot of
Right,
people, they
right.
want to do the outer work and dress it all up and make it look all pretty and cute and handsome, but on the inside, you look like shit. Like honestly, it
Right,
looked like shit.
right,
If you open it up, it's like it's full of crap. So talk to
right.
Big Mike. You good over there? You good over there? So before we get into the next song, talk to us about the song that we are going to play next. Where did the inspiration come from?
Picture me rolling. Like I said in the song, like you love everywhere I go. Like I really do. Like I'm cool as hell, man. Like I don't start no shit. Like I can relate and get along with anybody in this world. Honestly, like I don't come with no BS and nothing, man. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just like I just been so many places where I know other folks ain't welcome, and it's my first time, man. I'm getting love. You know what I mean? Or like it's really like I said, like I just get love everywhere, and it was just like just picture me rolling in your hood, picture me rolling and getting love. Shit, it's all good. Like they fuck with me. And we
Why do
went
you
from
think
there,
that is? Do you think that it's because you aren't coming with like the rah rah and just ready to fight?
I feel like that's a big part of it. Like, the thing with me, like I'm not looking for no friends. I've never gone nowhere looking for friends. I wouldn't even consider myself friendly, but I'm approachable. Put it like that. Like you
Mm-hmm.
talk to me like I'm not gonna look at you crazy. You ain't done nothing to me. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we all cool. And I'm just like I said, I'm an approachable and a relatable person. Everybody kind of get drawn to me.
Yeah.
I've been in Chicago here lately and like I don't trust nobody up there, but it's somehow like people just been gravitating towards me and just been really cool. Like.
It's your light. People are going to gravitate towards the light because they see something in you. They're going to gravitate. What do you think is the greatest challenge for independent artists right now?
Just getting heard, like I mentioned this in the past. Like it's like back then when you was able to hand CDs out, it's a little more easy to get in front of these folks' face. Now with everything being so digital on the internet, you're not just competing with Lil Brother Road. Like you competing with Drake, Wayne, and whoever done drop Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
whoever done drop something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gunna. All these folks. Like it's not just you kind of mixed in with the mainstream thing now because everybody going on one thing. Going on one platform.
Yeah.
So that's that to me is that and having a budget. I don't think people understand how much a budget is important. How important having a budget is. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why is it important to have a budget? Because you can't just get out there. You can make the music, but you need to have a budget even to make the music. You need studio time if you don't have your own studio. So why is it important to have a budget?
Because like you said, you gotta like at some point if you really want to make this shit happen, like not even leasing beats. Leasing can get you so far, but getting these YouTube beats or getting beats with tags, like that's not gonna get you nowhere. So you gotta buy a beat. You gotta pay for studio time if you don't have one. And even if you do got a studio and think you know what you're doing, if you really want to make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, you're gonna want to pay somebody who got an actual studio to mix and master it to make sure it's straight. After that, you gotta pay for distribution. Then you gotta pay for promo. Then if you really got some money, you might can get somebody with a blue check beside their name, you know what I'm saying, shout you out too. Like it really boils down to money more than anything. You used to have
Mhm.
people who want to hear you and be like, "Hey, I pay for your studio time." Now, even if they like it, you still have to pay for your own stuff. So you got to have some type of budget if you want to see
Mhm.
any type of movement.
Do you think people are afraid to invest in themselves, or they don't realize that in order to get something, you have to give something?
I feel like it's both. Some people are afraid to invest, which I would understand. Because me personally, I done got, oof, I done got scammed a few times. I ain't afraid to talk about it. I just want to use it as a way to teach other people what to look for one.
Hmm.
Then you do got some people who just don't understand that and still think it's still like the old days where, oh, my loyalty will get me somewhere or my music will get me somewhere. When at the end of the day, people value that, but it still boils down to how much money can you put in my pocket.
Yeah, yeah. You're. I like how you said your loyalty. your loyalty will only get you so far, because everybody is not you. I've learned that everybody,
Right.
I can't expect everyone to be like Vette. It is what it is. What would you want to the 10-year-old you, what would you like to say to the 10-year-old you right now, if you can look back, and you can, and talk to little Chino?
Oh man,
That's a good question.
tough enough. Yeah, man.
Well, okay.
Look, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't pay attention to what other people saying. You know what I'm saying? What you're going through right now is temporary, man. It's definitely a light at the tunnel. Like,
He choked up. I can feel the emotions.
yeah.
Let's get to the video, Don. Let's get to the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Introduce it, Chino.
So
Don, you're
real
back
quick,
there, right?
you know what I'm saying? This is let me get back right.
Get it back. Get it back. We had a moment there. I felt it.
Yeah, man. I was gonna dive off
But
the deep end.
look at you now, man. Like that.
You know what I'm saying?
When we had the pre-interview, I said this is the intention of Think and Grow with Vette Green, to highlight people just like you, Chino. So I applaud you. I applaud you for even pushing through and coming up here, because this right here is something that a lot of people aren't willing to do. I've had people cancel on me, because I think they're afraid of the camera and the judgment. And you're open and honest, and you're open in your music, and you're willing to share that vulnerability with the world. So I applaud you. I applaud you, and your wife, definitely, and your mom.
Yeah. I had two questions for him though.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be your favorite old school, most influential to you rapper?
Ooh, we talking old school. What time frame?
We talking
So like
early 80s, late 90s?
80s?
Late
90s. It don't
I
matter.
say my early influences, maybe my mama played like a lot of LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
80s,
yeah, I
man.
knew it.
You know what I mean?
I knew it. That's why I asked. I knew it. I knew
Gotta
it.
come a little smooth,
I knew it. Yeah. You know why? You know why I asked? You got that
What?
same type of swag, that same classy type swag. I knew it. I knew it. I knew
the New York
right there.
thing. You sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You got it right there. You know that. Yo, I knew it. I knew it.
You called him on it, bro. You called him on it.
Yep.
He did.
Definitely
He
that.
did
Definitely
that.
Well, we'll talk about the new school, or just in general, who influences you now. When we did the pre-interview, I told you I could see a little bit of Andre 3000, definitely.
Yeah, that took me back. That took me back right there. I was like, whoa.
We ready back right now. We ready back there, Don?
All right, we good to go then. You know what I'm saying?
You want to introduce it?
Yeah, of course. So listen, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Listen, what you about to see right now is the world premiere of Picture Me Rolling, man. Y'all check this out right now.
All right. I get love everywhere I go, pussy. Believe that. Picture me rolling in your motherfucking hood. Picture me rolling, get love, it's all good. Picture me rolling with that money on my mind. Young nigga ballin' about $1 and a dime. Picture me rolling, old school on them things. 50's in my trunk, make that bitch go bang. Picture me rolling with my motherfucking crew. We too turned up, plus you way deeper than you. I wake up in the morning, time to get back to that cake. I'm sitting on all you hoes with a smile up on my face. Red bone around my waist, Trina and Sambaro's face. On the hit in the morning, call that home my waking bake. Picture you rolling in my hood where it ain't safe. Full of goose and gorillas, go ape shit like it ain't a thing. Picture me rolling. my niggas down the bay. Might go kick it and preach it, the boys keep it 100K. Do some souls in ATL, make about 100K. Then this way up in the quarter, tells you that I'm on my way. We gon' kick it with these money, weed, and bitches talking bottles and bottles. We flexing on all you niggas, so we say you want a feature. I tell them that's what's up. These other rappers virgins, cause they ain't fucking with us. Picture me rolling in your motherfucking hood. Picture me rolling, get love, it's all good. Picture me rolling with that money on my mind. Young nigga ballin' about $1 and a dime. Picture me rolling, old school on them things. 50s in my trunk, make that bitch go bang. Picture me rolling with my motherfucking crew. We too turned up, plus he way deeper than you. Never faced by a bummy nigga, get money and fuck they bitches. Don't call yourself a friend if I ain't come from the trenches with you. Don't deal with no flaw shit. I move like a boss bitch. I'm smoking on this side of cup full of that money shit. I be cool and blow hella smoke. That mean I'm with all the smoke. A nigga ever try me, hit his head with the rope of dope. From mattress up on the floor. We ain't going broke. Just got some ice up on my neck and now it's a light show. Got the drip like the sun. Got a whole lot of money. I'll take your fucking life before I let you take from me. It ain't a nigga in this world say he had Chino running. Ain't no hole in my blood, bitch. Get nothing but love, bitch. Picture me rolling your motherfucking hood. Picture me rolling, get love, it's all good. Picture me rolling with that money on my mind. Young nigga ballin' about $1 and a dime. Picture me rolling, old school on them things. 50s in my trunk, make that bitch go bang. Picture me rolling with my motherfucking crew. We too turned up, plus he way deeper than you.
Hard, legendary man. Right here. This is fucking legendary, man.
I love it. I love it. And that's an old school beat. That's one of the 80s songs that I listen to all the time. Where did that come from? And how did you get cleared for that?
Yeah. Got it. Shout out my boy Strong, man. Also, shout out the boy DJ Tokar. That's who you saw in the video, man. Mayor of Atlanta, you feel me? I had a DJ down there. Y'all make sure y'all link up with that boy. But yeah, I got clearance for it, and to be honest, I think I was just flipping through beats and just ran across it. So I'm big on samples, and I like to know where it came from. So that's when I went and did my research. I'm like, okay, I see what you did there. And then
I like that.
Everything else just kind of flowed out.
That song kind of put me in the mind of like it's like West Coast meets the down south. Just the I don't know the vibe. What do y'all think? What about that vibe?
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, definitely. I see your mom out there. I see your mom out there, proud mom moment. Yeah, right. I know that's right. That's how I would be, man. What? Hey. That's my baby.
We go step.
I love it. I love it. So before we wrap up, talk to us about who are your 5. Who's your top 5? And I'll say in music in general. I don't want to say rap or art. Who's your top 5 in music in general?
Music in general, okay.
That's what's up, Alamo? Right. I see you out there.
So we're gonna say Drake, Wayne, Gucci Mane, you know, 2 Chainz. I don't know. It's just somebody the way he be putting his. I don't know. I like the way I like the way he put his stuff together. You know, his bars. And Boosie.
And Boosie, of course.
Yeah. You know,
he's so controversial.
Got to. He is.
He's true to himself, though. You can't. Man, if he's true to himself, he don't try to be nothing other than who he is. If you can meet anyone right now, who would you like to meet? And secondly, who would you like to do a feature with?
Okay. I like to do a feature with Gucci Mane. Really, we got to do one. Got to do something.
Okay, Gucci Mane, you hear it. You heard it first. Oh, thank you, bro.
Wow, get at me. But the person I want to meet was the question, right? Wayne. I want to pick his brain, like,
Mm.
because this man is goated. Like, there ain't no debate about him. You can debate about a lot of people, but you can't really debate about Wayne. This man music spanned over like 2 or 3 decades. You know,
Young too. He was.
like, and he stayed on top the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not easy.
Why do you think that is? What do you think is the magic of Lil Wayne? Because he's been doing this since he was about what 13, 14 years old. I remember watching this
Yeah, if
was when
not younger than
MTV
that.
Cribs was out. Remember the one show and he was riding on the 4x4, the four wheel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
TV Cribs and all that.
Yeah.
The thing I think he did though, you know, and it's I can honestly say that's one of the things that I kind of took from him with me to try to, you know, to develop my style and kind of say diverse is the fact that he was diverse. He kind of went with the times. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really got, if not one, maybe a couple albums that you can just point out from a time frame and you can hear the difference. You know what I'm saying? You had the straight out of New Orleans Wayne. You had the, you know, coming into the mainstream Wayne going completely mainstream, man. Wayne touching a little rock. Now he's, you know, it's so many versions of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, he kept evolving with the times. Yeah.
I think his music is they're classics. Like I still listen to Millie. That's one of my motivational songs. And my baby girl too. One day we in the car, I'm like, oh, I used to listen to it because I didn't keep certain music from it is what they go hear it either with me or without me. So they go hear it. So I would be listening to that and she still listens to that. Do you have a favorite Lil Wayne track? Or album?
Let me see. If I had to pick one off the top of my head, it'd be Hustler Music.
Yeah. What if you want to be motivated, who are you listening to?
If I want to be motivated, depends on what I'm doing. Honestly, depends on what I'm doing.
Okay. Early in the morning, just getting up, and you like, dang, I don't want to get up, but I gotta get it together.
March Madness, Future. Hey, that's another. Yeah, that's another one.
If you had one gem that you can leave everybody, Don, you got any questions back there for him? He must be good. He must be good. Big Alamo said Biggie. Yeah, you from New York, so yeah, you go say Biggie. I'm the same way. You know, I would play Juicy to motivate myself and my kids. I would sing that song to them. Juicy, you know, man, listen, you could be anything. Don't let this neighborhood tell you can't. And even today, my kids let Juicy come on. Me and my sister grabbing the microphone. We rapping the whole thing down, man. What? So as we end, I want to thank everyone for joining us and congratulations to your mom. I know she should feel so proud. And congratulations to your wife as well,
Mama.
Because I know it was not easy.
Hey, baby.
Definitely that, bro.
I know it was not easy. And she stuck with you. So that's why she's the wife. That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely letting her be that motivation in your life. Definitely that.
I know I ain't the easiest person to deal with, so yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. So, you know.
Yeah. So leave our listeners with a gem, something to motivate them.
I said, man, ain't nothing too tough. You can get through it all. Like, don't ever let your situation get a hold of you. You get a hold of your situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it overtake you. You overtake it. You turn the situation into something positive. You figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at it as tough love. It's not really that. It's the mindset, you know. Either you're going to get stuck in the quicksand or you're going to figure out a way to get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let everybody know where to find you and where they can stream your music.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I said right there, you follow me on right there. Like you said, you follow me on IG, B.H.E_Chino, man. That's really everywhere. You can find me like that on any platform. You want to listen to the album, man, it's on all platforms. You don't know where to go, just hit Google, baby, B.H.E. Chino. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. What's the B.H.E. stand for?
Bring home everything. That's what I stand on. That's what I believe in. That's what I wake up thinking about in the morning. You know?
Yeah. That's the name of the that's the name on the top of the album as well, isn't it? Bring home
Yes.
everything.
Bring home everything. Get on all platforms, man. Everything ain't always about money, neither, y'all. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It can be money. It can be food. It could be knowledge. It could be something you learned today. Just make sure you share that with the ones you love the most. That's your gem.
That's the gem. That's the gem. Say it. You
That's
got to
the gem.
repeat that. Can you rewind that one? Because a
You know
lot of
what I'm
people think
saying?
it's all about the money, and it's not.
Nah, listen, it can be money. It can be food, you know what I'm saying? Or it can be the most valuable thing, like I said, and that's knowledge, man. You just make sure whatever you retain that day, you share it with the ones that mean the most to you.
Yep. That's a word right there. What about you, Big Mike? Are you in a space to leave a gem for everybody?
Man, he just took the words right out of my mouth. I ain't
That
nothing
was a
I could
good
say
one.
after that one.
Look
But
at your mom. I
yo,
like that.
thank the Lord for that, brother. You know, thank him for grinding. Yo, we need more new real rappers out here, and I'm glad he one of them. You know, hey, brother, all the success, all the blessings your way, man. Definitely that.
Yeah, most
Thank
definitely.
you.
Most
Appreciate
definitely. Real recognize real. Real
Definitely
recognize
that. Ain't,
real.
you know, it's nothing I can put with else.
Yeah. And I'll just piggyback off of what Chino was saying. Don't focus on the money. I see you out there, Alamo, talking about
Exactly.
it is about the money. And in some aspects, yeah, but I think it's more about the comfort that money can bring you. When
Yeah,
you focus
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the money's going to run away from you and you're going to be wondering why I can't get it. When you focus on your craft and you focus on your
yeah.
creativity, focus on you teaching one to reach one, that money is going to come right into your hands. You won't have
I
to
mean,
chase after it. It's going to
right.
chase
You focus on your people, you'll always have the money.
Oh, say that one again, bro.
right.
You
Yeah,
left the gym.
I've been
Wow.
found that out years ago. Years ago.
That's it.
Right.
You definitely
Yeah.
focus on the
Right.
real people, you'll definitely have the money. So, you know, definitely
Yeah.
that.
Right.
You can't keep stealing from the world and not putting anything back into it. Chino, you are putting
Right.
things back into this earth, and I appreciate you for that. So big round of applause. Big
Definitely
round of
that.
applause to
Definitely
you.
that.
Money is
Definitely
not
that.
every Lakeisha Johnson says money is not everything, only to those with small minds. I agree with you, sis.
That's
That's true.
facts.
It's a mindset.
That's
It's a
facts.
mindset. It's a mindset. You once you evolve from that mindset of thinking that money is everything, you'll see that it's not.
The
Money is
big
just a
picture.
means of comfort.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh
I
no,
ain't
go
mean to cut you
ahead.
off, but yeah, if you look past it, you see the bigger picture. The money ain't everything.
Yeah, yeah.
It really ain't.
Once I stopped chasing money, money started, chasing me.
All right. Exactly.
It's
Stop chasing
allowing,
money.
yeah,
You know, it come, like you said, it come to you. Just do what you do.
yeah. It's allowing us to do what we want to do and be comfortable doing it. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. You can't live without it. You can't live. It's the comfort of what money brings you. It's the comfort.
You
He
got a
said, "I
big
got a big
man.
mind." He said,
Hey
"They
man,
done got Alamo
we can
started."
debate about it.
we can we can debate about
We can
it.
debate about it,
All
man.
right, before we
My
sign
calendar's
off,
open.
right. This is a whole nother conversation. It's a whole nother
You know,
conversation. Again, if you are interested in joining the Evening Rush Network family, make sure you hit Shone the Don up, tap in with him. Have a conversation. You may want to come over here and you don't know what it is that you want to do over here, but you want to start a podcast. You got to open your mouth. Closed mouth do not get fed. Trust and believe. So we are signing off, everyone. I hope you all have a safe weekend. Love you. Thank you for joining us again for another episode
Definitely
of
that.
Think and Grow with
Shouting
Vette
out
Green.
Brooklyn at the
See you
brown
on
table.
Tuesday. Yes, that's right.
Alabama.
And the Ain't Nothing Funny
Nah,
podcast, you know.